Okay, back for some more Ravnica Allegiance Draft. So what do we have here that's good? We have Cult Guildmage. We have Law Mage's Binding. And that's about it. I think they're both pretty good. I think I'm going to take the Cult Guildmage just because I've done Azurius a fair amount recently. And I don't really think that one's dramatically better than the other. Okay, so now we have Consecrate Consume, which I think is okay, but I don't think it's like amazing. We have Skewer the Critics, which is actually quite good, so I might be taking that. Girl Beastmaster I like, Cynic Griffin I like, and that's about it. But I think that Skewer might just be the best card here, and it goes with what I already have, so not that hard a decision. Okay, so here we could be taking Oligarch, Guildgate, or Scavenger, I guess would all be decent choices. I do think that you could splash these just fine in a an Orzhov deck and just have like a Mardu with the red as the splash, so I don't think this is like out of contention or anything. Obviously the Scavenger would require less potential deviation. So at this point maybe I'll just take the Scavenger because I do think it's pretty good, but I could definitely see a case for taking Oligarch there. I don't think I've actually gotten to play with Skewer the Critics yet. I haven't played a bunch of red decks, I guess. I played against it a fair amount, and it does seem pretty good. Okay, so here we have... what? Spire Mangler, I guess, is okay. Macabre Mockery can be fine, but I don't think it's something that you want to pick this early. Like, if you pick one up, sometimes it's good type of thing, is my feeling on it. I do like Burning Tree Vandal. I do like Gradient okay, but I think I like Vandal more. So I guess we're really looking at like Mangler versus Vandal. Maybe Mangler is better than Vandal. I do like Vandal. Okay, this doesn't look like it's a Cavalcade deck. It could still be an Oligarch deck. And now we are getting to the point that the Oligarch's a little bit late. Rakdos Guildgate would also, I think, be a fine choice. So I think we're really just looking at one of these two. I do like Oligarch. So I think I'm going to take it, even though I'm not sure that's the direction we're going. I like Trumpeter fine. If I knew I was like Orzhov, I would consider the Griffin, but I don't know that. And it is double white still. And I don't think I would take the Vampire, so we're probably just taking the Trumpeter here. I do actually think the Trumpeter is surprisingly good. It's better than I originally thought, I think. Okay, so here we kind of don't have great choices in like a Rakdos deck. I mean, Stormstrike is fine, and there are certainly decks that would want Active Treason, but it's not every deck. Whereas we do have like Concordia Pegasus and Caracal, but I'd rather take the Pegasus. So maybe I just take this over the Stormstrike in case I do end up this direction. Okay, so here we could take the Guildgate to keep myself flexible. Depose Deploy is also really good. But I mean, you need the blue, and I'm not sure that I want to stretch that far. So yeah, I think we'll just take the Guildgate. So if these did come in, that is 2 additional 2-drops, which would kind of make this look pretty aggressive. And then the Scavenger's nice because then you can upgrade like one of your not useful early creatures. So here I think we'll just take Dead Revels. Like, Wrecker is fine and Pegasus are fine, but I know I'll play Revels, and I actually think Revels might just be better than the other 2. Especially in a style where you want to be trading off quite a bit. I don't want the second Revels. So the question is, do I want a very mediocre red card? Or like an okay white sideboard card? I think you take the mediocre red card, but... And then we kind of get nothing. So we can take Bankrupt. I don't think it's likely that we play Bankrupt, but like I could see it happening. I wonder if Shimmer that late is just coincidental because of how the packs were, or if blue was actually open. I guess we can have the Active Treason in case we get sack synergies. Yeah, I just don't really need any of that. And the odds of me wanting 2 Active Treasons. I guess if I got a really good sack outlet. So now we have what? This isn't a Gates Ablaze deck. Grotesque Demise is just completely serviceable. Like, Trumpeter I wouldn't mind, but I think I'd rather have the Demise. The Deputy of Detention here... No, there's no way that this is going to work. I'd have to, like, switch to... Nah. It's a good card, but I don't think it's worth that much contortion. And now we have, like, Fireblade Artist, which is probably just exactly what I want here. I actually think this card just seems excellent. Okay, so we have not Lavinia. I guess Dodger might serve a role in this kind of deck, just because you can use it to trigger an early Spectacle on turn 2. But it's not great. Consigned to the Pit is kind of also not great on the other side. I do think that the aggro decks here can certainly support some of the more expensive removal. I guess having some 1-drops would be nice in case we get things like what's a good turn 2 Spectacle? Acrobat, I guess. Consigned to the Pit, I can probably pick one up, right? So we just go ahead and take the 1-drop? It's not a great 1-drop. I guess it's okay. There does seem to be a conspicuous lack of ways to improve your creatures. Like, offhand, I can't really think of any. There has to be something in these type colors. I am blanking, though. I mean, I don't think there's any equipment in this set. And the only, like, aura, beneficial aura I can think of is the Azurius Addendum one. I'm probably missing something. So here we could take Roustabout. I do think Roustabout's pretty good. I wouldn't mind, I guess, a Shade in the style. But let's just start with that. So Reveler is good. But then I saw that there was also Light Up the Stage, and there's also Fire Wheeler, and there's also Scorchmark. This pack is just ridiculous for me. So what do we want? gosh. I just have my pick here. I'm tempted to take Light Up the Stage. I think it might be better than Firewheeler. And it kind of does a better job of digging for cards than Rixmodied Reveler does. I'm going to take it, but I really could see an argument for almost any of that stuff. That was a really good pack. It's a shame that that wasn't more spaced out. So we could take, I guess, another Guildgate, or we could take a Spike Wheel. I think one Spike Wheel is fine. And I probably only want 2 Guildgates if I'm not splashing, so I can probably get it. I don't think this is an Awaken the Erstwhile deck, and I'm not sure what that deck looks like. Guildgate, Roustabout, or even Recluse could be reasonable. Maybe Recluse just for some high-end finishing power. Ooh, Spear is probably what we want here, right? I was excited to see the Burning Tree, but Spear seems like exactly what I want. And then we can take another Trumpeter. Is that second Trumpeter better than the first Grudian? Probably, actually. Trumpeter is pretty good, in my experience so far. I think I might rather have the Storm Strike over the Wrecker. I mean, the Wrecker is just kind of mediocre. Whereas having cheap tricks can make combat go in my favor for sure. I don't know that I want another just straight up bear, so maybe a Blade Brand in the board would be good in case I'm playing against like a big Simic deck or something like that. So is it worth it to play Spire Mangler if you have no other flyers in the deck? I'm somewhat skeptical. I guess 3 for a 2/1 flash flyer is... I mean, it does trade up if you really need it to. It's just that this type of deck you probably don't want to be trading up, because you'd rather just not be trading at all. I'd rather not play the Wrecker. We'll see where we get with that. So it's a shame that like Active Treason can't combo with Fireblade. That would make it too good. Okay, so I did end up getting my second Guildgate. That's probably about all I need. So we're not playing this white. Almost certainly. I'd have to open something great, and even then, I don't think I'd play these. Okay. Simic Ascendancy is good, but not what I want here. So this could just be another Grotesque Demise. It could be Scorchmark. I guess Scorchmark's a little bit cheaper, so it gives me some even cheaper interaction. Yeah, let's go with Scorchmark. Scorchmark also does have the upside that you can combine it with combat to 2 for 1 yourself, but take out something big. Whereas your Grotesque Demise is just never targeting something big. So what would I like? I'd like for this Wrecker to go away. So that probably implies that I need something in here. What would be ideal? I mean, Hackerbat would be good. I doubt I'll get another bite at Rixmodied Reveler, but that'd be good. Okay, so here we have Get the Point. I also do think that Grasping Thrall is probably worth splashing. We also have a Spear Spewer. Second Spear Spewer. I think that the first Get the Point is better. I think Get the Point is pretty good. So if that wasn't here, I'm not sure exactly what I'd do, but I think that's fine. Okay, now we kind of miss a little bit. So we could take a third Trumpeter, or we could take Amplifier, but the odds of Amplifier being good just seem really low, right? So we have like some 1-1, an 0-2, 1-1, 1-3, 1-3, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. I mean, I guess if you're hitting like a Spike Wheel or a Recluse, it's okay, but other than that, it's pretty bad. I don't think this is the right deck for it. So then we're looking at Roustabout or Trumpeter. I think I'd probably rather have the second Roustabout than the third Trumpeter. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. Ooh, Blade Juggler. That is the type of thing I'd want. I didn't think about Blade Juggler. And it's basically the only pick here too, but it's exactly what I want. Another Blade Juggler? I mean, I'd rather have that than a Wrecker for sure. So I think at this point we can pull the Wrecker out. Here we could take Thirsting Shade if I want another 1-drop. We could take Vizkopa Vampire, I guess. I kind of want my curve to be lower, though. I mean, it's not like I think that Thirsting Shade is great or anything. I don't think I'd want another Storm Strike, so I think it's between the two creatures, and I think I just take the cheaper one. They're also both lifelinkers, so they kind of fit in the same space. So here am I more likely to want Burn Bright or a Mockery? Depends on who I'm playing, right? So right now I'm at 16 creatures. Probably the sideboard Mockery is going to be more powerful. Am I interested in playing another Gate? I mean, although if I don't, what am I taking? Graveyard Hate? Probably not. So yeah, I guess we'll take another Gate. And then we get a Burn Bright anyway. I don't know that I'd run it. Maybe. Let's look at this curve. This is actually a Defender, right? Yeah, okay. It seems okay, but not great. Like, I'd probably play it over a 17th land, because I'd probably rather run just 16. So here I guess we take the Spearer now. I'm trying to decide if I'm actually aggressive enough to make 2 of them work. Maybe. Maybe. I guess this is also a reason to maybe not run the Burn Bright. I already have an Exposed to Daylight. I already have a Bankrupt in Blood. I guess maybe I'm more likely to somehow want to side into Bankrupt in Bloods. I don't just have creatures for days or anything, though. This isn't Orzhov. So right now I'm going to say this is probably the deck, right? I don't think there's anything in here I'd want to bring in. Do I actually play all 3? I don't have any doubles. I don't remember the math. I read an article about the math, and I know that it said that at least 2 were good. I don't remember if the 3rd was actually worthwhile in an aggressive style deck or not. I'm going to err on the side of yes, probably. It's not like well, I was about to say, it's not like I have a ton of 1-drops. I do have 4 1-drop creatures. Maybe I actually only run 2 in my 16 lands. And then they say even split, is that right? I definitely care more about red on turn 1. So, I mean, if I were to make it different, though, because right now we're at 9-9, would I rather have 10-8? Probably, actually, right? Especially because I have all these 1-drops here, and then I also have Light Up the Stage in red that can help me find stuff that's missing. It's much more likely that that'll happen than using, like, Blade Juggler to find something. Okay, so I think this is a pretty straightforward, just aggressive Rakdos deck. I think Fireblade might actually be better as like a splash into Orzhov. Being able to sack afterlife creatures to it just seems pretty awesome. Right now I'm just looking at this Burn Bright. I mean, I wouldn't want to cut down on creatures. Well, non-defender creatures. So what would I be taking out for it? kinda nothing, I guess. Okay, this is acceptable. It is likely that I can turn through this Blade Juggler, since I'll have a Menace 2-drop. Oh look, they got a big shark to crab. How cute. Come on. Okay. Ooh. Trying a 1-drop. Now I'll definitely get my turn 3 Blade Juggler. The odds of them being able to deal with both of these seems very low. Now they're gonna Mana Tithe me. That's why we're waiting? I don't know. No Mana Tithe. I like Mana Tithe. Okay, so now I think we just play the Trumpeter. And then we'll turn through the Blade Juggler, and then we can light up the stage after that. Let's see, yield until next end step. Okay. Forbidding Spirit, that's okay. I can Spear for it. Okay, so yeah, I think we just go ahead and do this. I guess I didn't have to do that. I could have just attacked with the Trumpeter. Oh, right. That's why I was doing that. It made total sense. I just forgot the reason. So next turn, I'm probably interested in what? Getting the Guild Mage down would be nice. Oh, I'm definitely not attacking, that's for sure. So, I could play the Guild Mage. I could play the Light Up the Stage, since I would be able to play up to a 4-drop. I think my most expensive thing is a 5-drop, and get the point. I could also play Scavenger, but there's not really anything that I want to sack to it. I think I would be interested in trading if they attacked, which is a little bit interesting, right? But I definitely want to try to keep my life total up a bit. So I drew the get the point, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. I think we just want to get the Guild Mage down. I can't do anything else, though, if I do that this turn. Okay, I think we wait on the Guild Mage, actually. I think we want to light up the stage. Otherwise, I'm just wasting 2 mana. So we get a Swamp, and we get... I guess we just cast this Thirsting Shade. Okay, and then we say go. I could have attacked with the Blade Juggler, but I think I'd actually rather stay more defensive, which does feel really weird in this style deck, but seems like it might be right. Okay, just mono Forbidding Spirits. Interesting. So we're gonna play a guild mage for sure now. And I can't really do anything else, so that's what we're doing. Gosh, it'd be really cool to have Deputy of Detention right now. Yield until next end step. Okay, so now I can pick at them for 2 a turn. I would like some more red mana, potentially. So I could Undercity Scavenger next turn. Sacking what? Trumpeteer? Probably. The Blade Juggler can trade with these. The Shade's lifelink could be relevant if my life does get down a bit, to try to bring it back up so that my Spewer can do good work. Okay. Got a F3 in case they try to sack that somehow. Kill the Thirsting Shade. Forbidding Spirit. Play another one, come on. Oh, they did sack it. Okay. So I can't do anything about that, which is a shame. I assume that they're going to target. Yep, okay. So I need priority, please. And we pump. Okay. Huh. Okay, so I think that we just go ahead and play the other Spewer, and then we're going to play the Scavenger like we planned. And we will sack the Trumpeter. Maybe we sack the Shade. It's hard to say. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can almost pay for it to trade with one of those. So yeah, I think we sack the Trumpeter. I don't need another Swamp. I wouldn't mind Skewer the Critics, though. Okay. So now we yield till next end step. Okay, Enforcer's fine. An Officer. I mean, it doesn't attack through Scavenger still. I might just use get the point to their, or Skewer the Critics on their face. Does that make sense? So it's a shame that the Guild Mage died, because it did break the symmetry that was going on. So I think we just say go, right? I don't want to use up my red on anything right now, so I think we just pass. Okay, Ministrant's pretty good. Since if they can pick at me in the air, that would actually be a problem. I think they'd be wise to have attacked with the Enforcer. Okay, go ahead. Or not. Okay. I guess I could end up drawing Dead Rebels and getting the Guild Mage back. That would be one way. Eventually I'm probably going to have to pay for Thirsting Shade to attack. I think they should be attacking with their afterlife creatures. I guess I could get the point now, just to get the scry. Nah, I don't think that's a good idea. Okay, so now we can play Trumpeter. And we can play like Roustabout. And say go. Them gaining life is bad for me. A flyer is bad for me too, but... So now they're going to gain 2, and now I can't Dead Rebels anymore. Okay. So, what are we doing here? I think what we want to do is attack with Thirsting Shade. The problem, though, is, like, they block with Ministrant or something, right? And then... Yeah, I don't think I do. I think I need to wait. I'm going to get the point this. That leaves 2 mana. I guess I could fit in the Skewer right now. Am I going to have a problem fitting the Skewer in later? Probably not. So I don't know that I want to just run that out. So yeah, let's just go ahead and pass the turn. And I want you to not gain additional life. Like, what if they played like a, I don't know, Orator or something that I needed to kill? Tin Street Dodger. Yeah, I actually kind of like that. I think that will work just fine here. It's a way to have no symmetry, or to break the symmetry. So them doing 2 damage to me there is a problem. Okay, so we play Dodger. So right now they're 5 points ahead of me. I might need to pay for Shade. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't pay for Shade and Dodger. I guess I could Storm Strike for Shade. The problem is I don't really want to do that until it's like actually time to win, right? I could just Storm Strike the Dodger. Maybe that makes sense. So we say you can't be blocked except by defenders. You don't have any defenders. And then I attack here. And then I Storm Strike it. Would I like to draw Recluse? Not really, honestly. So I do 2 to you there. So now I can catch up. Another consign would be really bad, because I'm about to put myself to 2. Of course, it's sorcery. So what I'm going to do is, in my instep, I do this, and I do bring myself to 2, bring them to 5. Then I skewer, and then I attack with Roustabout and 10th Street Dodger. Yeah, I think you should have been doing this a while ago. So I think what I'll do here is just this, and then pump it, gain 2 off it. I think the tokens are too late to help them. Okay, gosh, an ill-gotten inheritance would be great in this deck, right? Okay, so now what we do is we say you can't be blocked, and I really hope they don't have something to mess with me. So we attack here and here. This will do 2 to them. Watch, they're gonna cast like Deploy or something with their Gateway Plaza. Okay, and then we skewer the critics U. Okay. So, what do I need to change against them? Mockery might be okay. Maybe. Burn Bright didn't look great. Is there anything that's bad against them? Like especially bad? Not really. Like maybe Recluse isn't great. Maybe I don't have anything to like fight against stuff in the air, which is kind of a shame. Yeah, I don't really see anything I want to change. Like Mockery could bring back something like one of the Forbidding Spirits to get that effect. It could bring back like their Carrion Imp to gain some life and then hit with a flyer. It could be... It's kind of it, I guess. Yeah, I think we just run this back. Mockery is the only thing I'm really thinking about, though. This hand is pretty good. My opponent has Mold 2/6, kept, and is debating. Bottom. Okay. Drawing a 2-drop would be pretty great. They have a 1-drop? Shade, I guess? Is that the only black 1-drop? No, Gutter Bones. That's all I can think of, though. It's Shade. Okay. So, Shade is actually going to be pretty good against me. So I could theoretically light up the stage next turn. I'm not sure it's good. I know I can't hit my 5-drop. If they have Zeal or something, it's gonna be really bad for me regardless, so... So I could do it and then maybe hit... I don't even know. I guess we do it, though. Otherwise I'm just doing nothing, and that seems pretty bad. Okay, Swamp Scorchmark. Scorchmark will be good. So we'll just play the Swamp from here and say go. So next turn I can Scorchmark and nothing else. I don't think the color matters too much. Okay. Yield until next end step. Bellhaunt. Okay. All this life gain is going to be a problem. What are we even discarding? Whatever I discard, I can get back with Rebels if I pick a creature. Maybe I just have to actually fight them straight up instead of this bleeding. So maybe what I do is I sack Spewer to Scavenger next turn and then try to like fight them for real. In which case I probably pitch Roustabout. Okay. So I think we just do that. I guess I should have tapped it again, huh? I don't really want the mountain, I don't think. But I will keep the Grotesque Demise. Okay. Maybe I can even get a 2-for-1. Yeah, I should have tapped this again. So now they would have to... They can't consign. That's irritating. So this turn then, I guess, we just pass? I guess we just have to pass. I could theoretically demise at the end of the turn, but it really depends on what they do. Imp. Okay. They're gaining too much life. Okay, so do I want to demise here? So I could attack for up to 6. So I think we do just go ahead and demise this. And then I'm interested in attacking. Excellent. And then I Blade Juggler with Spectacle. Did I play a land? I played a land. Okay. Alright, I played the Go Gate. Stalwart. Okay. That might be okay, because that probably means they're going to attack. And then I can use Storm Strike to trade for the Spirit. Okay. Go to blocks, block here, and Storm Strike you. Do I want Trumpeter? What am I doing next turn? I guess. I guess that's okay. It's not great. Okay. So I'm probably going to end up get the pointing the imp. Come on. Okay. So, oh, they have conceded. I feel like I had a really long way to go before the match was in the bag. I'm going to assume that maybe they needed to be somewhere, because I don't think that that was an actual good spot to concede. Okay. I will definitely play first in this deck, and this hand is fine. This is probably a turn 2 Trumpeter into a turn 3 Juggler, which is a completely fine thing to do. Oh, not that one. This one. Okay. It's Mitchapalooza, who is playing much faster than my previous opponent, which is great. So we'll attack here, assume nothing happens, okay. Then we juggle. Another Juggler, okay. I don't know that I necessarily want to sack to Scavenger yet. Ooh. I shouldn't have played that land, since I'm probably just doing this. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we have to cast this. I guess I don't have to. I could have cast the Blade Juggler, but... So I would have ended up having to play the land anyway. I couldn't have played the Guildgate. So it's not so bad. I might just play the untapped land so I can get the point that. Yeah, I think that seems good. Do I want 10 Street? At this point, 6, 7. I don't think I do. Yeah, I think I can do better than that. Okay, and then I'm going to lose this Guildgate, but that's fine. So, if they play something that's demisable, that's great. They probably won't, though. This is Groll. Oh, they did. Weird. / lucky. Okay. So they are playing Groll. So this is the type of place that I might want like a Blade Brand. Also, Mockery might get better, since they might have big creatures. Is there anything that's bad against them? Recluse can probably actually tingle with them, so that's probably fine. Spikequill is actually probably decent too. Grotesque Demise in general might not be very good, but I don't think it's bad enough to cut. Huh, what do I actually take out if I want a blade brand? Maybe I just don't want a blade brand? Scorchmark might not have a lot of targets. So we could take out Scorchmark and add a blade brand. That seems decent. This hand is fine. Yeah. Turn 1, turn 2, maybe turn 3. Should we hit a land? We hit a land. Okay. I guess we should attack first. Play Trumpeter and say go. Runner. Okay. So I guess we'll just attack with the Trumpeter because I don't want to pay for the Dodger. And then we, nope, not you. We play you. Okay. Go ahead. So next turn we can play the gate and... okay. Okay, indeed. So we definitely want to play the gate this turn. I guess I could play the Spire Mingler. Or I could attack with Dodger and play Trumpeter. Neither of those sounds amazing. I'd probably rather play Mingler, right? Probably. It's a way to actually get in for damage. And then the turn after I can play Recluse. I don't think I want to, like, trade. I could. But I don't think I want to. Yeah, I don't think I want to. So I'll just take this. It is a lot. And then if they play... okay, just Wrecker is kind of alright. Okay. So in this case, what we want to do is... I'm going to end up playing Recluse. So I attack with... I guess you. And hope that this Recluse sticks. Huh. So let's block here. This makes 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's okay. So I'm going to attack back for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 maybe even. So they definitely aren't just doing this because it would put them dead on board. So they have something. And that's something. Okay, so what do I do about that? Huh. So the Storm Strike can make the Blade Juggler eat the Frenzied. Then I... what? Chump the Hybrid? I'd really like to attack with the Mangler. So then I I guess, play the Roustabout. Roustabout and Trumpeter can block this. Yeah, that seems okay. Okay, so we attack here. Play Roustabout. Okay. What is the other side of this? Oh, right, it's the anti-flyer card. That doesn't really bother me. Okay, so we go to blocks. We block here, here, and here. Are you paying into this? Because that would be great for me. Excellent. So I Storm Strike here. I don't think I need Thirsting Shade. And these trade. That was pretty great. Instead I draw Scavenger. It's not so bad. So what we do now is we're going to attack. I don't want to leave myself dead to removal. So we attack. Well, let's see, I could hit them for as much as 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, can I just kill them? Oh, I can just kill them. Or I can make it to where they have to trade these, I guess, actually. So I would hit them then for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's exact. They have to trade. That sounds decent. Okay, so we say you can't be blocked. And attack. So I might not actually end up pumping this, but they have to block. Yeah, so I think I'm actually just going to accept this so that I don't get killed by a haste creature. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And then we play this dude and sack the Dodger. I don't want this. I don't really want this. Okay. So now they would have to have a haste creature and removal. And Clamor Shaman doesn't do it. Okay, so we're in the finals. Okay, definitely play first. This hand is fine. Okay, so let's just... We'll play Trumpeter, and then we'll play Light Up the Stage on turn 3, assuming nothing else happens. Okay, so let's attack. And light up the stage. They might quench this. Nope. Okay, so we swamp. And nothing. Go ahead. So they're probably disincentivized to play anything that can get Scorch Mart. Okay, so now I can't actually do Undercity for value, which is too bad. So I guess we'll just play it. Maybe I can get it to die and Dead Revels it back later. Four mana 3/3 is not that impressive. Okay. So I guess what we do now is play Flameblade and attack. And then we'll Dead Revels back whatever dies. I'd rather it be, yeah, okay. Then we Dead Revels, bring back both of these, please. And go ahead. Okay. So much card advantage. So I can actually play Trumpeter if I want and sack it, but I probably don't. Okay, so let's attack. I probably just replay the Scavenger for no value. Duelist, okay. Duelist can't eat it or anything. You'd have to like put a Zeal into it. Okay. So I think I'm just going to play this no sack because against them, I think it would be better to not have too many eggs in one basket. They probably have a lot of 1-for-1 removal. Okay. I mean, them getting life is certainly not the best for me. But them not advancing their board isn't bad for me either. So that was a really good draw. So here we're just going to attack. 2, 3, 4. I can actually even pump this, which is pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I hit you for a bunch, and then I can draw a card. Okay, Spikequill's looking alright on this exact board. They do have 7 cards in hand, though. If they're able to stabilize, it'll be a problem. But Fireblade does make it harder for them to stabilize, for sure. Because I can just start throwing creatures at their face. Summary Judgment on Trumpeter. Not on Artist. Huh. They're really afraid of the Menace? No sack. So we'll just play this. Can't be blocked. And then attack with the creatures that can get through. Keep the pressure up. Okay, and then we just cast this. And say go. So 5 cards. What's the worst thing you could do to me right now? 5 cards, 6 mana. I mean, something that gained a lot of life would be frustrating. The thing that can gain the most life is maybe deploy gains you 3. You could Sentinels mark the Duelist, I guess. That'd be pretty irritating. Scuttlegator. Okay, so I guess Scuttlegator means we just start throwing stuff, right? Do I start throwing things this turn? Probably. Storm Strike doesn't really do anything. Oh yeah, wait, it does. It lets me attack with Spike Wheel. That's excellent. Okay. Attack, attack. I think you're... I mean, yeah. Chumping doesn't seem great, so then I Storm Strike this. Grotesque Demise. Yeah, okay. Clearing a blocker seems fine. And then you go to 4. And I can take you to 1 next turn without you really being able to interact. I guess Fireblade just sacks to itself, probably. Or maybe it just attacks. Yeah, actually it just attacks. There's no reason to sack when it can attack cleanly. Okay, no need to sack. So we just say you can't be blocked. And then attack. And let's see what you do. You have to have something or you're dead. You do in fact have deploy. Interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to let this happen, even though I could have just demised to kill the Duelist and they would gain 1 less life. But I'm assuming that they're going to need to double block to try to kill one of these, and then I can just Grotesque Demise the other one. They really should have put all of them under so that I couldn't do this. Of course, they could have... No, they can't quench me. They do have something, though. They have Warrant. Okay. So, I mean, that was pretty bad for me. Not insurmountable or anything, but... They gained a bunch of life, and they removed an attacker. Verity Circle. Okay. So, do I just sack to this? Probably. And then you have to have something next turn, or you're dead. You have to gain life. They can gain life. And you have something else relevant? What was that? Oh, admonition. Okay. Well, they are doing a good job of hanging on here. So, I don't sack. I do attack, though. They have to block. Then I played Guild Mage and the Acrobat. They then hit me for 6, which is a lot. They might have actually stabilized. They had to gain life that turn. I'm not going to be able to attack. Okay. And what else you got? Courier. How much is this? 5. So they can tap right now. Okay, so what's the right way to handle this? If I attack with both, I'm just dead. And they won't let me attack with both. Okay, I'm gonna have to sack. Gosh, they might actually pull this out. I'm actually just dead. Well, let's make them have it, I guess. But, heck, I am shocked that they were able to pull themselves back from that. The second Sphinx's insight was clutch. Because this is just 1. I have them at 1, and all they have to do is attack with their flyers. Do it. And you can vigilance this one if you want. Okay. Shit, I thought I had that. Huh, so what do I need to do against them? So they're gonna have a lot of defensive-ish creatures like that. Bladebrand gets better. Scorchmark didn't have a ton of targets. We could take out Scorchmark and bring in Bladebrand. What do I think about, like, Oligarch? Burnbright could also be decent against them. Did I just say the word Oligarch? Mockery, or possibly Burnbright is what I'm thinking. Definitely not cited an Oligarch. I don't know. I guess maybe active treason is maybe okay. They're not going to have very many blockers. So yeah, we could bring in like active treason and take out... does Mangler do much? It can trade for a flyer out of nowhere, which might mess up their math, I guess. Something. Yeah. I think I might rather just take out Blade Brand and keep active treason. Okay, so I will play first. Yeah, this is fine. So let's keep this. I don't know where to slot this guild gate in, but we can probably find a place. Never didn't have it, I guess. So now I just get to go 1, 2, 3. And hopefully they won't be able to stabilize this time. But I was shocked they could stabilize last time. Okay. So that does hold back Shade, which is kind of frustrating. But it doesn't hold back Roustabout. And by itself, it doesn't hold back Trumpeter. Okay. So next turn, assuming I draw nothing, I could slip in the Guild Gate and pump the Shade, or I could not and pump the Trumpeter. Probably just trump the Shade, or pump the Shade. Officer, how does that change anything? Wow, they're attacking? Oh, that surprises me. Yeah, now we're definitely playing the Guild Gate and attack. Okay, and now next turn I can play Recluse, although I don't really want to play it into counter magic. So let's see what they do here. Okay, it will not be counter magic, but it will be life gain, which is frustrating. Okay, so we attack with Trumpeter. And play Recluse. Okay, go ahead. I mean, right now when I have Dead Revels on the field, you milling me is fine. Okay, so you admonition the Recluse, you pick up the Acuity, and then you summary judgment that. Okay. What do we do now? I think what we're going to do is attack with the Shade. Do we actually? Nah, I think we just replay the Recluse. I was thinking about trying to get a light up the stage, but it seems unlikely. Okay. It's frustrating. But if this recluse actually gets to do its job, I think I'll be in a decent position. Terramander, okay. Interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I guess, just attack with both. Why not? Okay, and then we'll just light up the stage. Tin Street Dodger Spire Mingler, huh? Okay, so we can cast the Dodger. And say go. Summary Judgment the Shade? Oh no, in their main phase they can Summary Judgment that. Okay, I can always Dead Revels it back. Also, Active Treason on an adapted Terramander could just do a ton for me. Don't want to do it obviously till it's actually lethal, but... Ew, that's not bad either. So, what we're going to do here is... Okay, that takes 1, this takes 3, that leaves 2. That's perfect. Okay, so you can't get blocked. We attack. We cast this. Yep. And we cast Fireblade. Okay. Go ahead. So now... I do kinda... Well, I had lethal before that. Now I don't quite. Wait, do I with sack to Fireblade? Let's see. Anything else? Yes. Something else is creating a 4/4. Okay, that's frustrating because it definitely makes this whole package worse. Okay, so right now I could Active Treason this. That's 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, plus another 2 is only 9. We are going to sack, though. This Shade is not going to do anything anymore, so we will shack that. Okay. We are going to Dead Revels. That leaves 4. Is there anything good I can cast on 4? I could cast a Roustabout, I guess. So for that I can just do 3, so I can go ahead and still attack with this. Okay. Attack here. Play Dead Revels for Recluse Roustabout. And cast Roustabout. Okay, go ahead. So they're at 9. If they attack with both their flyers, then I can steal the Sphinx for 4. Then I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like I would have like 10 damage. Wait, maybe a little bit more because I could also attack with... Okay. So they're going to get to gain 4 life. Which means that I do not have lethal anymore. Wait, this is not acuity. Okay. What does that mean? So, at this point, we sack like... something. Sack to itself, maybe even. So that's 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Are you serious? Not again. Because I am dead next turn. So. Do I actually have them at 1 again? Okay, you sack here. The fact that this has vigilance is just terrible. That's 2. You steal this. That's 4. So that's 6 total. That's 8, 9, 10. Okay. So, what do we actually do? Because if I do that, I'm dead in the air. Well, I could always chomp, but chomping against them is going to be a little bit dangerous because I only have 1 chomper. So what I could do is active treason the Pteramander and make them chomp here. Okay. We sack Fireblade to itself? That seems really bad. I might need that. Maybe I just sack Roustabout? Let's sack Roustabout. Maybe I just draw something good too. It's possible. I drew another Roustabout. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I can cast everything. So, and when I say I can cast everything, I don't mean the Recluse. Maybe I should have got them the Trumpeter just because it's cheaper. So what we're going to do now is we're going to active treason you. We're going to haste, or not haste, we're going to make you unblockable. And we're going to attack here, here. That's 6, 7, 8. No, we're going to do this. They could definitely think that I have Skewer the Critics. Okay, they are going to block. That's excellent for me. So this buys some time. I play this and say go. I don't have a lot of time. But if they attack with this, then I get to attack for 3, 4, 5, 6. Except I know they have Dovin's Acuity. I don't think I can come through this life gain. They've gained so much life. Okay. I had them to 1 life both games, but they just had barely enough. They have so many more cards than me. Get the point would be an excellent draw. Okay. So here, if I assume they have nothing, that puts them to 8, like 9, 10, or 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So I think I do sack. I sack you. And I draw something great. That is not something great. So I do this. I attack. And I play Recluse. And they have 5 cards. And I'm dead to removal from Mangler. And I'm dead. Gosh, 1 point off both times. But I still got to the finals. I still got 2 packs back. So that's not so bad. I can be kind of happy with that. So yeah, thanks for watching.